Excuse me. Hello. This is part 1 of the week in review. Excuse me. I am your host, named Johnny Boy. Welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a fine day. Hope you're all doing well. I had a nice day today. Pleasant day at work. Had lunch with a friend. It was quite delightful. Wonderful weather. It was great. I hope you're all enjoying the series so far. But I thought I'd change it up. I apologize for the audio issue. If there's buzzing, I don't know what to do about that. Maybe someone can comment in the section below. I'm using a different headset. I'm not using an Xbox headset. So let me know how I can fix that. I've been kind of tweaking the audio options, and not a lot's been working. Anyway, back at home now, relaxing. Let's go full relax mode. Sipping a cool beverage. And I figured, hey, why not finish off the week with something a little bit different? I'll cover things that I talked about during the week, and some things I haven't talked about, and maybe a little bit extra, like gags or funny shit that I've seen on my own experiences. Anyway, feeling good after Easter weekend. Hope everybody had a good Easter weekend with the family, and loved ones. Nice little get together dinner, if you will. Turkey, ham, roast beef, what have you. If you're vegetarian, then you'll have your vegetarian dishes, which are also equally as good. And I had a good Easter dinner with the family. Myself, we had a ham, and actually at my father's place. A very, very nice little gathering family. Anyway, and quickly after that, quickly disturbed by the insane Stevie Stevens, as I covered before. Horrible guy. Out of I guess it was Cleveland, Ohio, an Ohio guy. The quote-unquote Facebook murderer Easter weekend guy, you know what I mean. Tragic sequence of events that led to the death of both Steve and Robert Godwin, grandfather, great man. He didn't deserve that at that time, and it shocked a lot of people. This kind of stuff comes up a lot, and then I look in the YouTube comments, and then, a lot of people are grieving, and on the other hand, I get, I see these weird, really, really weird YouTube videos surfacing that have people saying this was a hoax, trying to somehow evaluate the situation where they think they know what they're talking about, but they really don't. Trying to say that it didn't happen. I don't know. I mean, you guys, if you guys can weigh on that in the comments below, that'd be great. What I would say on that is, there's two guys that died, and it doesn't really take a rocket scientist a rocket a rock. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that that actually happened. You know what I mean? You got two dead guys. You got one dead guy, and one guy's the perpetrator. So two guys die, one guy's the perp. Happens a lot. But you know, I mean, tell me what you guys think about it. You think it was a hoax? Some guys are saying it was a certain angle that they seen that they believe he didn't actually get shot, or other details that I don't really tend to care about. I kind of ignore those. I'm a kind of a guy that sticks to facts, not belief or assumption. Anyway, so we got that story followed up by the accident shooting near Winter Peg on Tuesday. Excuse me. Horrible. Yeah, I don't know. From what I understand, the jeez, it's escaping me here. The Garden Hill shooting or accidental shooting. I don't know if Garden Hill out there near Winter Peg is a reserve, a native reserve. I'm kind of gathering that. Anyway, tragic, horrible. Like, seriously, you know, like I said before, I'm not against guns. I'm not a gun nut myself either. I don't have a gun. I don't have a rifle. Like I was saying to my friend, if I ever was going to go hunting, which a lot of people do here, I'm a Canadian guy, I would go with like a compound bow, you know. Doesn't take a genius to even, I mean, like I said, he may have not had a budget for a gun locker or whatnot, but anyway, we're gonna move on here to a different subject that I didn't cover. Policemen and suspected gunman shot dead in Paris, April 20th. One officer has been shot dead and two others wounded in central Paris. Sorry, I don't have all the details right yet. It seems one lone gunman opened fire on an officer, and this man ran away like a coward, of course, as he got rained on by surrounding officers, obviously. French president weighed in on it, saying he's convinced this is a terrorist act. You know, I don't really like to cover that kind of thing, and I don't really want to. This isn't the first time this kind of thing happened, by the way, to France. There was the 2015 incident. Someone claimed to be a radical Muslim. You know, I don't really understand all that. Something in Ottawa in 2014 at Parliament Hill, an officer got shot. 2 deaths, including one perpetrator. So it's kind of the same scenario that we're hearing in the news, and it's. I don't like to hear this kind of news. I would like to report on something a little bit funnier, like the 420 thing in Vancouver. Look it up, guys. There was a certain number of people that were there at a certain beach. Anyway, damage done. Blah blah blah. I'll get over that, or I'll cover that later. Anyway, guys. All right, ladies and gents. That is all that I have this time around. Thank you very much. That concludes part 1 of Weekend Review. I am your host, Johnny Boy, signing out. Take care. Peace. Excuse me.